made a significant dent in Auckland's crime wave, arresting 19 people and laying 25 charges today over gang-related drug and firearm activity. Earlier today, police were called to a firearms incident at Stampede Restaurant and Bar in Papakura, which left a 40-year-old man critically injured. It's the latest in a spate of gun violence across Auckland. Last night, police took 12 associates of the tribesman gang into custody after an incident in Papakura. Police say they'll keep up a heightened presence to help disrupt and prevent more crime. Well, for more on this, I'm joined in studio by Auckland Councillor and Mayoral candidate Efeso Collins. Talofa Efeso. Thanks for coming in tonight. Now, you are, of course, in touch with the community. What are you hearing out there? Are people scared?
Yeah, I think for many in the community, they've gone from being scared and anxious to being extremely frustrated, because this is happening too often for many in our community. And so the calls that I'm taking are people who are parents who are wanting to make sure kids get to school safely. They just want to meet the needs that they have in the night, and it's important for them to feel like the kids can come home safely. I think that's where the frustration lies, is for many communities, especially in South and West Auckland. People have thought, you know, we're a safe community, but this isn't helping. It's not helping the reputation of our communities as well. So I think it's important. You know, there's a psychologist who said safety isn't the absence of fear, it's the presence of connection. And so it's encouraging people to really connect, get beside one another, check in with one another, so they feel a continued sense of community at the moment.
So why do you think that's becoming unravelled at the moment?
Well, I think we've got there's connections to the youth gangs, and the Police Commissioner and the Minister of Police have said this. I think part of the challenge is, we know from the research I did about 15 years ago that the gangs go after the young people who are susceptible in life. They're the ones who are exposed, who feel unwanted and unloved, and as a result of that they can access them because they provide food and shelter, the very basic things that a lot of these young people are missing. And in some of our most deprived communities, we know that up to 25% of 16 to 24-year-olds are not in education or training, which means they're susceptible to the gangs. So
talking about gangs, we often hear in these crimes there is a gang link, but we're also hearing about innocent Aucklanders being caught up, shot at in their own homes around dinner time. You know, what's going on there? Yeah,
and that's a real failure, I think, of our ability to continue to connect with the gangs. I think what we've got is the 501s have come, and they are a completely different beast when it comes to gangs. And I think the Australian gang background means that they operate very differently. They're trying to force their way into turf. What we also have is gangs that have been around the community for a long time, and they're working out what's going on too. So I think what they've got is, you've got that mistrust, distrust going on between them. They've got the desire to meet their own kind of who's, you know, Lord or King of the castle type thing, and that's where we're going. I think if we're not careful, we're going to see someone get very seriously injured or even killed. Yeah, an innocent person. Yeah. So in that vein, is the government doing enough? Are the police well-resourced enough? Yeah, I met with the police today, and so they're doing everything they can. I think local elected members, community leaders are doing everything they can, but this requires a community response, and the community response means youth workers, community constables, business associations are all coming together to work out what the best way is moving forward. And I think we can do it. We've got good youth workers, guidance counsellors and teachers on the ground. They've got to be resourced as well. This isn't just a matter of putting more cops on the beat, although if there were more cops, I'd encourage the Commissioner to invest in community constables. Just quickly, what is the one thing that can be done then, if you were going to sum that up? A lot of people say just lock them up, we need to get hard with these people. What would you say to that? If we're going to go hard on crime, we have to go hard on poverty, because that's what's driving this issue. OK, excellent. Thanks very much for your time tonight, Efeso. Thank you.